from Bally's, Las Vegas. It's time to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Welcome to the show, everybody. It's Getaway Week on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Today's getaway contestant wants to thank his parents for all that they have done for him. From my hometown of Dallas, Texas, please welcome Reza Zamanian. Hey, Reza, how you doing? Good to see you. A Dallas boy.
You got it.
I already like you.
Thank you.
Welcome to Millionaire.
It's great to be here.
Who are you playing for today? Who's this getaway for?
So my parents immigrated here to Dallas from Iran 40 years ago. They really sacrificed a lot for us. They're not the kind to actually take vacations or take trips. So that's who I'm playing for.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you what you're up against today, because you're also here playing for some cash.
Do it.
$1 million, in fact. 14 questions. Money value's growing from 500 all the way up to that 1 million. Every question you answer correctly moves you one step closer to that top prize. Remember, at any time you can walk away with the money that you've earned up to that point. If you give me an incorrect answer, you walk away with nothing until you get to those thresholds. There's two of them. One at $5,000, then again at $50,000. You also have your 3 lifelines. The audience can help you with a question. 50-50. I'll take away 2 incorrect answers. You have a +1 over there. Who's with you today?
Rick Townsley. He's my closest friend and business partner.
Rick, how you doing? And special today for Getaway Week, if you make it to that $5,000 threshold, you'll also win a getaway package. 3 days, 2 nights at Caesars Palace, Las Vegas. Caesars Palace celebrates its golden anniversary with lavish new guest rooms and legendary Coliseum entertainers like Celine Dion, Elton John, Mariah Carey. So, great trip.
Can't wait.
And that's going
great. That'll be great.
That's going to your parents.
Yeah.
All right, for more information, visit millionairetv.com. So, playing for your parents, playing for yourself, a lot on the line. Good luck to you. Let's get to your game and let's play. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? $500 question is where it all starts. To avoid confusion at the airport carousel, experts recommend tying a large, colorful ribbon around what? Your forehead, your suitcase, your screaming baby, your complimentary bag of pretzels.
Well, I'll tell you, I've actually had this problem before. My father ties a huge pink ribbon around his suitcase. Not forehead, not screaming baby, definitely not pretzels. It's gonna have to be B.
So you're going with B?
Final answer.
Final answer, you got it, $500. $1,000. According to a recent survey by Seoul Republic, 53% of millennials own 3 or more what? And wear them nearly 4 hours a day. Sets of football pads, pairs of headphones, full body casts, gold pocket watches.
Well, again, I can eliminate the football pads, full body casts, and gold pocket watches. But I see a lot of millennials running around with a lot of different pairs of headphones. I'm going to have to go with B, final answer.
Exactly right. They do. They have a ton of headphones. $1,000 in the bank, $2,000 question. Which of these books is Christopher Columbus said to have read for inspiration as he prepared for his journey across the Atlantic in 1492? Eat, Pray, Love, The Travels of Marco Polo, Chicken Soup for the Explorer's Soul, Sailing for Dummies.
I love the 3 wrong answers, but I definitely know he read about old Marco Polo from way back when, so B, The Travels of Marco Polo, final answer.
Of course, that's it. All right, Reza, that got you to $2,000. $3,000 question right here. Suffering neurological damage but surviving, what experience did Phil Broskovac of Wyoming liken to being stung by 10,000 wasps from the inside out? Getting bitten by a shark, falling off a 50-story building, being struck by lightning, getting trapped under an avalanche.
So, Chris, I have a lot of fears, a lot of weird fears, and one of them is getting hit by lightning. I think it's possible, and I think I've actually heard of this guy. But I'm just going to go over the other ones real quick. Wyoming, bitten by a shark, probably not. He didn't fall off a 50-story building and survive, and also the wasp really doesn't work with the. So we'll go with poor guy, C, being struck by lightning. Final answer.
Exactly right.
All right.
There you go. $3,000. The next step, chance to get to $5,000, also the first threshold. But today, special week, it's also the getaway package.
Want to get that trip.
Get this right, your parents are going to have a great trip, and you'll have $5,000 in the bank. It's a win-win for everybody. Here it is, $5,000 question. You can get shushed in English and French at Haskell Free Library, built directly on the international border between Quebec and what U.S. state? Montana, Vermont, Washington, or Minnesota?
So Quebec, I have to think where Quebec is in Canada.
Right. My
Canadian geography is decent. I feel like I can knock a couple of these things out.
You have all three lifelines available.
You know, the thing that really gets me is I want to make sure I get this trip.
Of course, it's a huge one.
It's a huge one.
It's a chance to get to the threshold, but also a trip for your folks.
Yeah, and I would hate to risk it. So let me go ahead and ask the audience.
Okay, final?
Final.
Okay, audience, this is a big one. We could use some help here. If you would, pick up those keypads and enter your vote now. All right, let's take a look at the results. 52% say it's Vermont, B.
That's what I was thinking. The capital of Vermont is a little French there. The name is a little French. I'm going to trust the audience. B, Vermont, final answer.
Well used lifeline. You got it right.
Thank you. The trip.
You got the getaway package for your family. Congratulations. They'll enjoy that. You also got $5,000. We're going to come back. We're already giving away stuff here on Millionaire. Stick around. Welcome back to Getaway Week here on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Reza Zamanian just got to $5,000. That's always big in this game because you get to that threshold, but today you also got a getaway that you're giving to your folks, which is fantastic, so congratulations.
Thank you.
And speaking of, so your folks came over from Iran.
Right.
You were born in the United States.
Yep.
But you have this love of trivia. Did that come from trying to learn the culture and figure out America?
Absolutely. You know, I just really wanted to fit in, know as much as I could, kind of absorb as much as I could.
Right.
And I had these two little encyclopedias from, I think, the 60s. And I remember just flipping through those things, trying to, you know, just, again, absorb as much as I could and fit in. And then anytime I got a new book or encyclopedia, I tried to get modernize it a little bit.
It's amazing. And I'm just thinking, because luckily I've traveled around this world thanks to my other shows.
Sure.
And I can only imagine coming from Iran to Dallas, Texas. That's a culture shock.
Huge, yeah.
And so have you ever gotten back?
When I was younger, we would go back, but it's been years. I haven't been back in 25 years or so.
Well, guess what you can do with $1 million?
Probably go.
Take the whole family.
Okay.
So you're on your way. $5,000. You're 5 questions in, so you're safe at that threshold. Now we're just playing for you.
All right.
You still have 2 lifelines, so let's get back to it and let's play. Who wants to be a millionaire? We'll get back to it. $7,000 question. Due to chronic back pain that had plagued him since childhood, what president sometimes watched films from an orthopedic bed in the White House theater? John F. Kennedy, Lyndon Johnson, Richard Nixon, or Jimmy Carter?
So I know John F. Kennedy had that accident in the war, and he had bad back pain for years. He even had a rocking chair and everything. Lyndon, I don't know if that actually counts as childhood. Jimmy Carter, I don't recall anything about him with back pain, neither Richard Nixon or Lyndon Johnson. Even though that's the childhood part that might be getting me, I think I'm gonna go ahead and risk it. Back pain, president, you said that. First thing that comes to mind is John F. Kennedy. A, John F. Kennedy, final answer.
JFK was right. Yeah. Way to go for it. It gets hard to pull the trigger up here under the lights, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You're at $7,000. $10,000 is now what you're playing for with this question. You've probably never seen his face, but 7'2" tall actor Peter Mayhew has played what legendary character for nearly 40 years? Big Bird, Chewbacca, Jason from the Friday the 13th movies, the Philly Fanatic.
So I'm a big fan of Star Wars and tall people, because I'm also tall, so I pay attention to those guys.
I'm a fan of tall people. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
And I know Peter Mayhew, and I know Chewbacca. B, final answer.
Good thing you're a fan of tall people in Star Wars. You got it.
All right, great. Yes, can't believe it.
So basically, you're a fan of the NBA. That's
Yeah, there you go.
yeah. $10,000 chance to double your money, get to $20,000
Wow.
right here.
Wow.
In May 1994, 18-year-old Ohioan Michael P. Fay suddenly gained international notoriety for what? Stealing the Scream from an Oslo museum, streaking at the World Cup, plotting against figure skater Nancy Kerrigan, or getting caned by authorities in Singapore.
Okay, so I know he didn't plot against Nancy Kerrigan. And he's from Ohio, so what is he doing out in Oslo and doing something as extreme at 18 as stealing the Scream? So those two are out. 1994, I remember the World Cup, and I also remember a kid getting caned by authorities in Singapore. This is for $20,000?
Yep, chance to double your money here. You're risking 5, chance to get to 20. You still have 2 lifelines.
May 94 was the World Cup, and I remember watching that. Caned by authorities, that kid. You know what? I hate to do it a little early, but let's try that 50-50 and see what I'm left with.
Final?
Final.
Okay, I'll take away 2 incorrect answers, and we'll see what we're left with. C and D.
All right. Great. Because I remember those 2 guys that plotted against Nancy Kerrigan and the girl. So let's go with D, getting caned by authorities in Singapore. Final answer.
You got it. You had it. It was part of his sentence for vandalizing cars. You got to $20,000. You're playing a great game. We're coming back right after this. Check out the Millionaire website for great video highlights. You did it. To learn more about our contestants on our blog, go to millionairetv.com. Welcome back to Getaway Week here on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We are well past the getaway part. Reza Zamanian took care of that at the 5,000 level. His parents are off to a great vacation, but now you're off to a great game. You're at $20,000. Just 2 more questions away from that $50,000 threshold, but you got to get by this next step. You ready?
Ready.
Well, let's play. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? $30,000 question. Here you go. According to the Mayo Clinic, it takes roughly how long for a newborn baby to double in body weight? 1 month, 5 months, 11 months, 18 months. Have any kids?
I have 2. And I know it wasn't a month. So that's out. Double. So they're born 8 pounds. They got to get to 16. I feel like mine just barely got there. Double. 5 months. They're still so tiny. You know, my buddy and my +1 has a bunch of kids. And I think he could definitely be very useful to me in this.
Okay.
So,
Final?
Final.
All right, Rick, come on down. How you doing?
Good, Nick. Doing awesome, buddy. Thanks, man.
All right, couple of dads up here.
Man, I don't think it was 18 months.
Okay. We definitely
That
know
sounds
1
like a
month is
long
out.
time.
Mine lost
So-
weight after a month.
Yeah.
5 or 11.
What do you got right now?
We are at $20,000. Chance to get to 30. So, incorrect answer, you're risking $15,000. And no more lifelines.
What more they want? So they're born 8 pounds, let's say. You got to get to 16. So we went to all those doctor visits, and I don't remember a thing. And we're both dentists.
Pound away. Yeah. If I had to guess, I'd go with C. But that's a big guess. That's a big risk.
For 15 grand.
Yeah.
So, a chance to continue. You can always walk with the 20,000 or risk 15,000 and you leave with 5.
Let me try to think. So we know 1 month's out. 5 months. You said 11, you think?
Man, if I had to guess, but it would be just that. It would be a guess.
What were your kids at their
20,
checkups?
that's what I'm thinking, man.
It was,
This is great to watch two guys trying. I hate to be sexist, but this is pretty beautiful. And I just feel like any mom could come up here and be like, boom, out.
Yeah, I might get in trouble with my wife about that. So,
A 1 year checkup.
Need a call.
I mean, 15, 16 pounds.
okay, let me just go through.
Yeah.
1 month is out. 18 months, you weigh them, they're about like 20 pounds at that point.
Yeah, a little
That's
over.
a solid double at 18 months.
That's more,
A little
yeah.
over, that's more than double. Man, the thing is, if you had said 18 months, I think I would have guessed that. Now we're torn between 18 and
11 and 18.
18
But-
seems too long.
I know, I don't know, man. I mean,
You know what? We got the 20. I wish I had saved a lifeline earlier, probably. If we're not confident, how confident? What percentage-wise? Let's go percentage.
30.
30% confidence?
wait, there's 4, 25. I don't know.
So you know what? We had a great experience. It's unfortunate, but I think I'm gonna have to walk away.
Is that your final?
Final answer.
Okay.
Sorry, not more help.
No, man.
You were going with 11. You were kind of leaning towards 18.
Yeah.
You're both wrong. Oh, it was B, 5 months. So I'm glad you walked away with $20,000, Reza. Good to meet you, Rick. We're going to come back. We're going to play more Millionaire right after this.